Hey everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get started in just a couple minutes. I'm going to just send out a couple emails real quick and I will be getting started. Okay. I'm going to get started in one more minute. Oh, thanks, Christina. I'm getting compliments from my team. Yes, I put on a little bit of makeup. It's a snow day. Okay, sorry, one more second. Now we'll get going. Un momento, por favor. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're good. Sorry, I had to send the link out one more time. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So, first of all, I really want to thank you guys for taking the time to view tonight. I think most of us that are watching are snowed in this evening. I have people up in Syracuse, so hello, and people all over Pennsylvania, New Jersey watching. I think some people in Tennessee, and even you guys have been getting, I think, freezing rain. So hopefully everybody is warm and safe in the comfort of their own home. So tonight I'm going to be doing a Discover Arbonne presentation. And, you know, this is really just going to be an overview of the products, an overview of the philosophy of our company, and even more importantly, an overview of how you can basically learn how you can get paid for showering. And this is really as simple as the business gets. You're going to get a lot of information, but I really urge you to listen with an open mind and to also not overthink things when you hear about this business. It is an extremely exciting company to be a part of, and it is also something that can be very life-changing in a lot of amazing ways. But that being said, what we actually do in our business is very easy. So just keep that in mind as you listen. So first of all, my name is Jenny Bertram, and I'm an independent consultant and area manager in qualification for regional vice president with Arbonne. And I'm so excited that you guys are taking the time tonight to learn a little bit more. Some of you might have been invited by somebody that just signed on with their business and they want you to learn a little bit more. Some of you might be tuning in for a training and to really just get more knowledge about this business and about how this can be incorporated into your life. So I'm really excited. So Before I get into the company itself, I would like to share with you guys a little bit about myself and my story. So first of all, I've been doing Arbonne for about 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in May, so I guess a little over 2.5 years. And this was not something ever on my radar as far as any kind of network marketing business in general, but then also as far as Arbonne specifically. I did not know Arbonne existed 3 years ago. I did not have any interest in having a home-based business. I was not a product person. I saw this as the kind of business where I'd be slinging lipsticks at people and throwing magazines in people's, mailboxes and showing up knocking on doors with like a carrying case of things. So to me, that's my view. It was an antiquated view. It was an uneducated view of what this kind of business was. So luckily, one of my good friends, Maria Spillane, she is a regional vice president currently with Arbonne on her way to Nation, and she invited me to an event at her house. I did not know she was doing Arbonne at that time. I honestly went to her house just to catch up with her because I had adopted her cat and I hadn't seen her to tell her about how he was doing. So I sincerely was like, oh my gosh, I haven't told Maria how her cat's doing. I'm going to go hang out and go to this thing that she invited me to. So what I had seen that day that I went to her house was that within less than a year for being in this business, which once again, I hadn't seen her in almost a year, she had been able to replace her teaching income within about 4 months of her business. And she, at that point, about 8 months into her business, was driving a free Mercedes-Benz paid for by Arbonne. She seriously was one of the busiest people that I knew. She was working over 70 hours a week when she started her Arbonne business. And the fact that she was able to be so successful was really eye-opening to me. And I consider myself a busy person. And so this was, once again, when I were to take something on in my life that's something extra, I wanted to make sure it was worthwhile. So I learned about the philosophy of the products, which you guys will hear in a minute. They're incredible. I've worked out my whole life. I've tried to eat right and take care of myself. I never really considered the fact that it only takes 26 seconds from something being on our skin to get into our bloodstream and to our liver. That's the reality. So it's almost more important what we're putting on our skin as opposed to what we're putting in our bodies. And that really resonated with me since I have been very health conscious my whole life. I was like, wow, I'm not even thinking about that. And here's the deal. Like I said, I wasn't a product person. And by a product person, I mean, I wasn't one that was going to places like department stores or Sephora or Ulta, like buying makeup and things like that. Like I literally had some really nasty products probably for like 15, 20 years old that were sitting in my bathroom drawer. It's really gross to think about now. I really wasn't like, that's what I associated this kind of business with. But here's the deal. Even if you're not a product person, you shower every single day, or, every other day, whatever. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face wash, your moisturizer, sunscreen, potentially, chapstick, deodorant, toothpaste. I drink a protein shake every single day. And that's just the basics. Like that's the bare bones. That's not including any kind of body lotion. If you do wear makeup, primer, serum, mascara, eyeliner, eyeshadow, like all of that. And then, really every single day you're putting this on your body and it's going down the drain. So that's a really, really important thing to really think about. So my initial reasons for starting Arbonne were, the first thing was I was actually originally from Tennessee. I've lived in Tennessee and the South in general most of my life. And I just moved up to New Jersey and I was working in the environmental remediation industry. So I was around a bunch of men and wearing jeans and a t-shirt, like doing a lot of physical labor, doing soil and groundwater sampling. And I was definitely not in the atmosphere to be making my new best friends. And, definitely wasn't socializing with a lot of women or even guys my age. And so I saw this as an opportunity, as something that I really could sincerely stand behind. I knew I could be passionate about these products and about this business. And I also wanted a little extra money. Like any of us, we could always use a little extra money. At that point in my life, I literally heard the opportunity at Maria's house and I jumped in that night. Something in my gut told me, do this. And I was not comfortable talking in front of people. I did not know anything about any kind of like fancy products beyond a bar of soap. And I really had no clue what I was doing. And I'm the worst decision maker in the world. But something said, do this and think about it later. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm so grateful that I did that, because this is a business where you build it with people and we all do this together. So I'm really excited that I took that leap of faith and did that. So I'm going to go ahead and break down the 4 levels of management in Arbonne. The good news is everybody starts as a consultant. We have people with PhDs and with GEDs. You can be making a 6-figure income already and do Arbonne, which a lot of people do. We have doctors, estheticians, musicians, makeup art, like everybody that you can think of. But you could also have just graduated college or just graduated high school, or you could be a stay-at-home mom or a teacher. This is truly a business for everybody, and we all start at the same level. The first level is district manager. District managers on average make around $1,200 a month. That's based on part-time hours. The second level of management is area manager. Area managers make an average of $3,000 to $5,000 a month, still based on part-time hours. People really like to get to the area manager level because at that level, our business is willable to our family up to 3 generations. What that means is, God forbid something were to happen to me, everything that comes into my business after I'm gone will go to my family 3 generations down, because we create passive and residual income. Here's the scenario I like. I use Arbonne and I'm safe and I'm healthy and I'm beautiful because I use these products and I live until I'm like 125 years old. I just won't die. No. And even then I'm creating a legacy. Everything that I have created over those years is going down to my family. And that is incredible because most people are retiring broke or in debt. And also in the meantime, when they're no longer on this planet, is that company that they've been working for their whole life going to pay their family that salary once they're gone? No. So the fact that we have the ability to leave a legacy is a really, really important thing and a really special thing. The next level of management is regional vice president. Regional vice presidents make an average of $8,000 to $10,000 a month, still based on part-time hours. And Arbonne also gives you free cash allowance towards a Mercedes-Benz. And you get that every single month. The only requirement is that your car is white because we stand for pure, safe, and beneficial, but you can get whichever one you want. And when you promote somebody to the regional vice president level, you also get a life insurance policy through them. So they really, really take care of us and recognize that we are bringing leaders and empowering people to take charge of their lives. And then the last level is national vice president. National vice presidents make an average of $35,000 a month, still based on part-time hours. Some do make a little less, but some do make into the 6 figures. So I'm going to tell you guys this. I know when I heard the opportunity and when I saw those compensation levels, I was like, okay, that's cool. Like there's probably like 10 people with that car and there's probably like 2 people at the top of the company. It's going to take me like a couple of years. Like I knew I was getting a good product and I knew it worked because my friend Maria had the car. But that being said, it still seemed kind of like too good to be true, basically. Like what's the catch? Like how many lipsticks and face creams do I have to sell to make this work? So I will tell you that reality very quickly changed because for me, I did not have a network up here. My reason for starting this was so that I had an excuse to meet people and make friends. I promoted not only to the first level of management, but to the second level of management within 2 months of my business, less than 2 months of my business. And I was coachable. We have a really simple system of success. And that was where all of a sudden I very quickly opened my eyes to the possibilities of this and that this was much, much bigger than what I thought it was originally. So once again, I just urge you as I go on through this presentation to listen with an open mind, and you're going to learn how those income potentials are actually possible and inevitable in this business. So first of all, Arbonne is a 35-year-old health and wellness company. We are based out of Switzerland. We are 100% Swiss formulated and botanically based. We are pH correct and hypoallergenic. We're the first company of our kind to be certified carbon neutral by UPS. So what that means is we are a road-based business and we want to be as green as possible. So we really put as much effort into being green as we do into every aspect of our business. So we have soy-based ink, post-consumer packaging. Since I've started the business, our protein shakes used to come in a container. Now they come in bags. Our catalogs are a smaller size. Even the cardboard boxes that UPS uses to ship our products are a lot smaller. So we really want to be green. We have wind and solar power at our manufacturing facilities. We are also certified vegan and gluten-free, and we have been for 35 years. This is why we are considered a health and wellness company. As I mentioned earlier, Peter Mork realized that what we put on our skin is almost more important than we put in our body, because you're putting these toxins on your body every single day, and they're going into our bloodstream, into our organs, increasing our chances of getting cancer, increasing, hormone disruptions and neurological disorders and everything in between. So he not only wanted a high quality product that actually works, but he wanted something that was going to be safe for people. So the fact that we were vegan and gluten-free 35 years ago, back then nobody cared. People care now. And we've been doing this for 35 years, which is even more important. Even more recently, we have been certified non-GMO in regards to our nutrition line, which is really, really great. We are also a low glycemic index product. So if people have a blood sugar issue, they can drink our protein shakes or use our nutrition products and not have to worry about that spike in their blood sugar. We also most recently paired with the Mayo Clinic in regard to our nutrition line. And basically, when you go onto the website, there's a special section that the Mayo Clinic has where you can read different articles on how you can have a healthier lifestyle and different ways to achieve that. And a lot of that is through using Arbonne's nutrition line, which I seriously, like, nutrition was what I was interested in when I started, and I absolutely love it. I drink my protein shakes every single day, if not a couple a day, and they're delicious. So we are also dermatologist, pediatrician, and ophthalmologist tested and approved. And we are, what sets us apart is that we follow what's called the European Union Cosmetics Directive. We ban over 1,400 toxins and chemicals from being used in our formulations. While in the United States, it is completely unregulated what they put in your products. There are no labeling laws, and there are no laws saying what can be put in a product. That right there was not really too surprising, because it's very similar to the food laws as well, which are non-existent. The good news about this is people are becoming a lot more educated. People do care now. People realize that there are no regulations and there are no laws, so they want to look for something that they know that they can trust, they know that's going to be good for them, that's not going to be cancer-causing rather. And here's the thing, even semantics, you have to be careful with your words. Because all natural, what does that really mean? Arsenic is natural. Lead is natural. Mineral oil is natural. So just because it's all natural, does that mean that it's good? Not necessarily. So you really have to be careful of what you are taking into your body, whether it's something you're consuming or you're putting on your skin. So I'm not going to go over all of the toxins, but I do want to touch on some of the most major ones that are in almost 99% of the products out there. First of all, formaldehyde is the #1 preservative in all products that are out there. Do you see that on your labels? No, because they don't have to put it on there. Sometimes they're sneaky and they'll actually put 3 different ingredients that when they are formed together are formaldehyde-forming compounds. There are a couple of different companies that have been undergoing massive lawsuits. One company in particular that actually produces a lot of baby care products, and they're undergoing these lawsuits because they have multiple known carcinogens in their products and we're not disclosing them to the public. And this is products that people are putting on their babies. They're known to be tear-free, and the only reason they're tear-free is because they have a numbing agent that causes their eyes to go numb so that they don't know their eyes are burning. So another thing you want to look out for, that's mineral oil. Mineral oil is a byproduct of the petroleum industry. You have crude oil and you distill it. You have gasoline on one side and you get mineral oil on the other. It's literally the sludge in the bottom of the barrel. And the reason it's great for these companies, 2 different things. These gasoline companies don't have to pay billions of dollars to get rid of it in an environmentally safe way. But then also these cosmetic and personal care companies that are trying to make an extra buck have this filler that's going to make their products last a lot longer, and they don't have to actually spend the money to put all of that good stuff in there. Typically 60 to 80% of your product is going to be mineral oil, while the remainder is going to be the good stuff. The reason you don't want it in your products is because it's an occlusive toxin. What that means, it's like saran wrap around your body. It keeps anything good from going in and anything bad from coming out. So over time, those toxins that are in your body are going to stay in your body. Our skin is our largest organ. That's what we use to detoxify. When you shut that ability down, that's where you're going to be increasing your chances of getting sick, of getting cancer, of keeping those toxins in your body. And you're also not getting the full quality of your product. You think you're going to have something that's good for you, and you're putting something that's actually taking away from the quality and actually reducing the quality of your skin too. Mineral oil is the second cause of aging behind the sun. And here we are thinking that it's actually improving our skin. Another thing you want to look out for is parabens. Parabens are a known carcinogen directly linked to every breast cancer tumor clinically tested. So we're putting on our deodorant every single day. That's right by your glands. That's why breast tumors have been tested and they have been found with multiple types of parabens. You really want to watch out. The United States is one of the only countries that still uses parabens in their formulations. The reason they use parabens is it's a preservative that allows these companies to keep these products in their warehouses for 20, 30, 40 years. Here's the deal. We're supposed to be using these products within about 6 months. There's no reason we should have a warehouse full of products for years or decades at a time. The thing with Arbonne that's really great is we have things to order. Everything goes from the manufacturer to the client's doorstep. You're literally getting products made to order, and they expire within about 1 year to 2 years after being opened. We have safer preservatives that we know are not going to give you cancer in our products. That's really, really incredible. And a couple things that I want to touch on. I'm not going to go too into detail, but there's lead in lipstick. The darker the color and the longer the lasting, that literally just means the more lead that there is. It helps the color adhere to your lips, but you're also ingesting that. If you wear makeup regularly and you wear lipstick regularly, you're going to be ingesting anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds of lead a year. And that's a heavy metal, and that's a neurotoxin. You don't want that in your body. There's tar in your mascara and your I can't ever think of this, eyeliner, and talc is in your powder, which is like baby powder or any kind of face powder that's associated with lung cancer. So really just pay attention and really know the quality of the products that you're getting, because it does matter. And especially we are living a lot longer. You know, we don't want to wait until we're sick to find out why we're sick. These are things that we can do. These are decisions that we do have control over to help us prevent us from getting cancer or getting sick in the first place. So now that you've heard the quality of the products and you've heard the compensation plan, the next question I usually get is, okay, well, I've never heard of Arbonne. Where do you rank on what's already out there? So there are 3 different levels. The first level is American Beauty. So American Beauty, that's going to be your Walgreens, your Walmart, your CVS, probably has the most amount of preservatives. It's the least expensive and has probably been in warehouses for decades. Then the next one is your premium quality or your specialty nutrition stores. That's going to be your department store brands. That's going to be like GNC. That's going to be your Estee Lauder, Clinique, Lancome. And here's the deal. If it's a European brand, but it's sold in the United States, it's going to be the cheaper formulation. And it's because they can get away with it. They are going to have that high quality in Europe because they have the European Union Cosmetics Directive. They have strict rules. They ban over 1,400 toxins and chemicals. In the United States, because they can get away with it, they're going to have the cheaper formulation. So you would have to actually go overseas or get it shipped from somebody to get that quality. Then there's the highest quality, which is ultra premium. Ultra premium quality products are usually 100% concentrated. They're also usually Swiss formulated, but they're also usually really hard to find. You have to go to a boutique or appointment only kind of place. And when you do find something of that quality, it's like $200 for a small eye cream. So the deal is, Arbonne is considered an ultra premium quality product, which I can tell you firsthand, like it's amazing. I definitely have never had anything like that on my skin. That being said, we are priced below premium price points. And that is because we're network marketing. So now I get to share with you guys a little bit about the network marketing industry and how Arbonne works, how that compensation plan is real, and why this is something that literally any single person on the planet can do this. So network marketing is the fastest growing industry in the entire world. It is one of the oldest business models to date. It is also one of the most misunderstood industries still today. But that being said, it is growing rapidly. Globally, there are more millionaires in the world as a direct result of network marketing than in any other industry. So really just take that in. And there are multiple reasons for that. So I'm going to give you 2 definitions, first of all, of what network marketing is. Network marketing, we do it every single day. Every single one of us, every single one of you watching this, we network market every single day of our lives, and we always have since we've been able to speak. I don't care if you're a little baby. We network market. And what that means is it's word of mouth. I talk about my favorite pair of shoes. I talk about the best gym in town. I talk about who's the best mechanic to go to, who has the best insurance policy, where the best, hotel or bed and breakfast is to visit up in New York State. These are things that we talk about because we are passionate and we love them. And we go to our friends. We go to our friends for advice. We ask them like, oh, like, I know you went to California last year. Where should I go? Like, what's the best place in town? What's the best part of California to visit? Or I saw you got work done in your car recently. Who's your mechanic? Like, I'm really trying to find a reliable guy. We are not going to the traditional marketing anymore. It used to be that way. But now the reason that network marketing is the business model of the 21st century is because word of mouth is the way everything goes because of the internet and because we literally have global access to anything within seconds. And not only that, like, you think about it, like, I'm not a big technology person at all. Ask any of my friends. I got a Google Chromebook. That's what I'm using because I don't need any fancy anything. But that being said, like the iPhone 6, that comes out. First of all, before it's even released, somehow somebody's gotten a hold of it and they're already doing reviews. But the thing is, as soon as it's on sale and as soon as people are buying it, there's reviews all over the world about the pros, the cons, what they like, what they don't like. There's opinions everywhere. And that's what we go to. I'm not going to go to a commercial or a magazine or a billboard to find out what I want to get or what I want to use, what service I want to have. I would more likely statistically trust a stranger on Facebook than I would any of the traditional marketing. That's because we can just get instant access to everything. So that's really why this works so well. And then the second part of network marketing is simply an alternate distribution system. That is it. With traditional retail, you go into a store, only about 2% of what you pay for that product goes into the quality of the product. The remaining 98% left is going into all the overhead. And people really think about it, and it totally makes sense. You have the wholesaler, the manufacturer, the retailer, the multi-trillion-dollar industry of advertising, and everybody involved. They all have to have a piece of the pie. I mean, Halle Berry alone gets paid $50 million to endorse Revlon. I do not expect to go into Walmart and see Halle Berry buying her makeup. We know she's not using her Revlon. And so instead of putting all that money into it, I mean, I don't even want to know what it costs to keep a billboard ad up or to have an ad in a magazine that's distributed, internationally. Instead of putting all that money in all of those places, we're putting it back into the quality of our products. We're putting it back into the compensation plan for consultants. And we're also providing really high quality products for people to purchase at a really affordable rate. That's it. We have the manufacturer and we have the client. I, as a consultant, am the only person in between. So here's the deal. We have literally the best formulation in the world. We have the most supportive support team out in California that we could ask for. They are there to benefit us. They're there to help us with everything we can imagine. We actually are just now launching a new system starting next month. I'm super excited. We get a brand new website. We also each individually get our own free website. We have a really incredible way to keep track of our clients and our preferred clients and consultants on our team. They're just constantly doing things to make it easier for us as consultants to be successful. So basically, I own my own multi-million-dollar corporation, and all I need is a laptop and a mouth. Like, really. Arbonne does all the footwork for us, and I have all the tools that I need. And that's why they're able to compensate us so well, because they realize that we're going to be productive if we're happy and feel appreciated. And they also do the same for people that just buy the products. They provide amazing discounts and amazing ways for people to earn products because it's a way to show appreciation. We have a man named Dr. Peter Matravers, and he is our formulation specialist. He came on with us a few years ago. He actually has over 20 patents. He's very well known for all of his patents. And he actually took the Aveda salons from a several $1,000 company to the multi-billion-dollar company that it is. And they're also known for some very high quality formulations. So the fact that he's on our team, just since he has come on, he's come out with multiple cutting edge products where there's nothing else on the market like it. We have our Genius resurfacing pads. They're our #1 seller out of over 400 products that we have. And they became #1 like that. And that is something that everybody can use on their skin. It is something that has phytonol and retinoid in it. It increases the elasticity. It reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and it helps with overall complexion and reduction of scars and discoloration. It is a phenomenal product, and that's something he formulated and put out for us. There's nothing else like that. We have a salon grade hair care line for color and chemically treated hair that he came out with. Our first alcohol-free hairspray. There's nothing on the market like that. Same thing, incredible. So that's where the money goes. It doesn't go to a billboard. It doesn't go to a celebrity. It doesn't go to a commercial. It goes back in our pockets and back into the quality of the products. So they really just care about what they're doing. So now, this is where when I was at my friend Maria's learning about Arbonne, I did not know I was looking for anything like this. I would have never asked for anything like this. She starts talking about the fact that network marketing is such a big business model now that universities all over the United States are teaching master's programs on network marketing specifically. And one of the things they talk about is the 4 key factors of network marketing. And basically they say if you're looking to get involved in a company, they should have at least one of the 4 key factors of network marketing. The reason I truly believe that Arbonne is going to be one of the top global companies, if not #1 globally in the next 5 to 10 years, is because of the fact that we have all 4 key factors. So I will go ahead and break those down. So the first key factor is a consumable product. What does that mean? You have a consumable product, you're going to buy it over and over again. We provide consumable personal care products. You are already showering. You're already brushing your teeth. You're already using face wash. You're already using body wash. You're already maybe drinking protein shakes or taking vitamins. You're already using them and they're consumable. You buy them again. The reality is you're going to run out of your bacon because I like bacon. My boyfriend's cooking it. It smells delicious. You're going to run out of your coffee creamer. You're going to run out of eggs. You're not going to run out of your personal care products. I'm not going to be in the shower 3 weeks later going, oh man, I really should just go buy some shampoo. I'm tired of just rinsing my hair. You're going to have shampoo. You're going to have your body wash. And when it comes down to it, like you're talking budget, especially when it comes to women, but men too. When it comes down to budget, you know, I'm not going to have a conversation with my boyfriend about our household spending. And he's going to say, you know what? You need to stop using that shampoo and using that face wash that makes your skin look really great. We might talk about eating ramen noodles. We might talk about not going out that often anymore. We might talk about cutting out our cable, but we're not going to talk about my skincare. Like that's the reality. When you find something that works and that you like, we keep it. We keep it around. The fact that you're having a consumable product produces passive and residual income. Because over time, you find enough people that fall in love with that product, they're going to regularly order every 3 to 4 to 5, 6 months. And the fact that we can get it delivered to our doorstep is a huge deal. So the second key factor, this is marketplace demand. And this is why anybody on the planet, as long as you're 18 or older, can do Arbonne. And you can also use Arbonne if you're a baby all the way up to old age. We have a product for every single person. We have a baby line approved on 0 to 3 month olds. We have a #1 clinically tested anti-aging line that's been tested against several hundred other brands globally. We have a skincare line for every single type of skin in between. We have an aromatherapy line. We have a makeup line that has been award-winning. And honestly, I was not a makeup person, but I love our makeup. And I don't feel like I have clogged pores. It has a nice finish. I don't look like I'm made up. I just look natural. Like right now I'm wearing a little bit of makeup because it's the winter and I'm pale as anything. So I at least look like I have a little bit of life in my face, I think. And then we have a full entire nutrition line for our daily essentials and for weight loss. So there's literally something for everybody. And that's why men and women do Arbonne. While Arbonne is predominantly females at this point, the population of men has been increasing exponentially. And when men come into this business, they get it. Because yeah, my brother, he's a consultant. He finally signed on after seeing all the success and knowing what he could get out of this. And while he really likes to focus on nutrition, he understands the value, first of all, that Arbonne's nutrition, there's nothing out like it. Once again, Mayo Clinic paired with us because they see that there's something different with what we're doing. We're vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free. But that being said, while he might be passionate about nutrition, Aunt Molly might just not want to have wrinkles. Or you might have your cousin who just had some kids and she doesn't want them to have, bad toxins going into their body. Everybody has their reason, and so you have that marketplace demand where you can literally reach every single person. And guys typically lead with the business. And because we have a really brilliant way of introducing the business to people, This is something that men do too, and they do it extremely well. So marketplace demand paired with the consumable product, once again, a no-brainer, passive and residual income. That means that even when you are not actively working your business, you are getting a paycheck anyways. So the third key factor of network marketing is where things get really exciting. And this is timing and trends. So there has been a massive collision going on right now within the home-based business boom and the health and wellness industry. The health and wellness industry is the next $1 trillion industry. So I heard that and I'm like, oh, cool. That sounds amazing. That's like a really big thing. I didn't know what that meant. The last $1 trillion industry that we had was the dot-com boom back in the 80s. So the next $1 trillion industry is the health and wellness industry. Right now, network marketing is number one globally. That's where we're at. We're network marketing. Number two, soon to be number one, is the health and wellness industry. The fact that Arbonne is a health and wellness company, we are pure, safe, and beneficial. We strive to be the best. We strive to be the healthiest thing out there. We have zero competition on the market. There's not a single product line out there, whether network marketing or in mainstream marketing, that competes with what Arbonne does. And so the fact that we are 35 years old, or you could say 35 years young, and we've been doing what we've been doing, and it's in our mission statement to be pure, safe, and beneficial, that sets us apart. Everybody's looking for something healthy these days. People are becoming more educated consumers. We're uninsured or underinsured. We want to have something that is going to benefit us. Our faces are everywhere. We have technology. We have YouTube. We have Facebook. We have everything. Our faces are everywhere. So we not only want to feel good and be healthy, but we want to look good. You know, if I'm going to live until I'm 100, I'd like to take care of myself as best as I can, and also not be contributing to a sickness that's inside of my body. So it's a really big deal that we are around. Then you pair that with the home-based business boom. As most of people have seen, yes, network marketing has been around for a long time. I mean, I remember being approached by different companies when I was younger and I didn't understand it and I didn't get it. And I just was like, whatever, I don't know what you guys are talking about. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of companies out there. Once again, I'm a little biased, but I do truly believe Arbonne is the best. I have not seen another company that has all four key factors of network marketing. But that aside is the timing and trends. So one of the questions that I do get that I really like is that people say, okay, well, how do you compare to Mary Kay and Avon? So first of all, those are totally different companies. They have a totally different product philosophy. However, they've been around for over 60 years. If I were to ask 100 people right now if they've ever heard of Mary Kay and Avon, I can guarantee you that every single person has heard of at least one, if not both, of those companies. They are a household name. They did not have timing and trends. They did not have marketplace demand. Even now, they're not internet-based. But people that started their business, and kept a consistent business like 60 years ago and continued to work their business slowly but surely, are now millionaires, if not multimillionaires. So to put it in perspective, the growth that companies like Mary Kay and Avon experienced over about 60 plus years is what Arbonne is predicted to experience within the next 6 years. Once again, the growth that companies like Mary Kay and Avon, who are household names, experienced over about 60 years, Arbonne is only going to experience within about 6 years. There is an LRI industry report that is released every single year. It's a network marketing industry report. It is independent outside, and basically they put out to see what the newest predictions are, what the whole entire network marketing industry is like, what the predictions are going to be. Arbonne is predicted to grow at least 600 to 700% between now and 2020. This means we are a ground floor opportunity. We are considered ground floor Google. I mean, think about it. If we knew what Apple was going to be when they started, like, would you have bought stock in it? And I'm sure some of you did. I didn't. But that's where we're at now. This is something you want to put some stock into. You want to put your time, and you want to figure out a way to get this to be something that you're going to do, because with or without you, this company is growing exponentially. 50% of Americans are predicted to be involved in network marketing within the next 5 years. So whether it's this company or another company, people are going to be doing it. So before you know, you're going to start hearing about Arbonne more, and you're going to have your friend join Arbonne, and you're going to have somebody else that you know that started their Arbonne business. We're growing 600 to 700% between now and 2020. That is massive. So the next part of this is the fact that we are going global. We are currently only in 5 countries right now. We're in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Poland as of last October. We're going into Taiwan this year and multiple countries at a time after that. So what this means is you may or may not know anybody in any of those countries, but eventually somebody in your network will know someone, like my aunt's from Poland, or I studied abroad in Taiwan for a semester. And that's where all of a sudden you have IDs attached to you on the other side of the world. So if we're snowed in and we can't go anywhere, well, first of all, we have the internet and technology, luckily, to help us out to build our business anyways, which is incredible. But that means when I'm sleeping, I have people on the other side of the world building their business. So it is massive. And the fact that we're only in 5 countries and eventually we're going to be in a couple hundred countries is humongous. And just think, like the Asian market alone, they spend so much on skincare. That is amazing. Poland has amazing infrastructure. We went to Poland because they have a really solid infrastructure. In the UK and Australia, the UK has been blowing up with people promoting to the top of this company just this past couple of months. There is something out there. People are looking for this. The beauty of having a home-based business and the beauty of Arbonne is this is as big or as little as you want it to be. I honestly did not know what this was going to be when I jumped in. I literally had no clue. I was like, well, worst case scenario, I have some amazing products and I can say that I gave it a whirl. This is life-changing. For some people, they want a discount just so they have a really high-quality product for their family and they maybe make a little bit of money on the side. Some people love their job and they want to retire with their job, but they know they're never going to make enough, and they want that little bit of extra spending money for vacation, or they want something so they can actually have a house that they really want to live in, you know, or it's something for a car payment. There's people that hate their jobs that don't really know how to get out of it, and they know that this is something that's going to be able to give them that flexibility to figure things out. There's some people that want to be retired and a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad to be able to do what they want to do. So this is the business that really allows you that ability. There is no ceiling on the income in this company. There's no limit to how many people you can have as far as direct to you or on your team. Arbonne will pay you exponentially on every single person that comes into your business. There are companies that actually, A, won't start paying you until you get to a certain point or a certain amount of people on your team, or B, will cap your income once you get to a certain level. Arbonne does not do that. It is literally limitless, which is something that is amazing. And I like to tell people, this is not a get-rich-quick thing. I don't tell you to sign on and you're going to start making $1 million tomorrow. However, you have the ability to start making money the second you get an ID. And it comes back so quickly, and over time, that passive and residual income is where you start making that income regularly, and it's without any effort at all. I've only been doing this 2.5 years, and I'm about to get a free Mercedes-Benz paid for by Arbonne. And I work a full-time job. I do have a regular full-time day job. I commute over 1 hour and 15 minutes to and from work. I typically work in the middle of a river, and I absolutely love my Arbonne business. This is what I look forward to. I look forward to my Arbonne business after my day of regular work. And that's like something that is priceless. So now the last key factor of network marketing is the way that we really build this business. It's the results approach, and it's through time leveraging. Arbonne provides full-size kits of our products to pass out to people and try on their own time. This is how we are able to build our business, whether or not you are a party person, whether or not you like to have people in your home and get together and do facial parties. You can build this business simply by passing out kits of our full-size products to people. What this does, first of all, for me, I was really turned off by the sales aspect. I didn't want to sell something. I was like, oh, I'm not a salesperson. I can't do this. I don't feel like a salesperson. First of all, I use these products so I can sincerely and passionately talk about them and really tell you what I like about what I'm using. That being said, I can say, here, this is one of my favorite lines. I think you're going to love it. Why don't you take it home and try it for a few days and tell me what you think? In the meantime, here's my business card, and on the back of it is a pre-recorded phone call. Take a listen. This is something that's absolutely changed my life, and I know you're looking to have a little bit more time with your family, or you're looking to go on vacations more often. This is something that can absolutely give you that ability. I think it'd be really great. Let me know if you have any questions. That does not take any time at all, and here they are. They get to try these products. They're ultra premium, so most people have never experienced that. Say that they see results within 2 to 3 days. So they're like blown away by the quality, and they last such a long time. And then on the other side of that, they feel complimented because you're not shoving a catalog in their face. You're not going to throw like a little paper sample in their purse where they forget about it and it gets lost. And they also have the opportunity to learn about the business on their own time by listening to a pre-recorded call by our National Vice President, Debbie Neal, who, by the way, is our number 18 income earner in all of Arbonne. And she's an incredible mentor and an incredible woman. And because she is part of our success line, we personally are one of the most successful success lines in all of Arbonne. And last month, our region, Maria's region, which we are all a part of, was number 3 globally in all of Arbonne. So if there's any question in your mind if this is the right thing to get involved in and if this is the right time, there is no better time than now. This team is taking off in every way that you can imagine. And literally, you are jumping on for the ride. So to put it in perspective time-wise with these kits that we pass out, if you have, 4 different kits that you're able to pass out, or you have 4 people on your team passing out kits while you're passing out your kits, you put in about 10 hours a week. They're going to duplicate what you're doing. They're putting in their 10 hours a week. I'm going to get paid on over 50 hours of work while I'm only putting in 10. Well, they're going to want what I'm doing, so they're all going to get their own 4 people putting in 10 hours of work. I'm getting paid on over 210 hours of work a week while I'm still only putting in 10. So once again, that's just over time. Naturally, it happens. And we're using these products. The average household spends about $150 a month on personal care products. So you find people that love these products that can get them sent to their doorstep at a really big discount. That just is inevitable to get that. So last but not least, really think about it. Like I said, when we are doing this business, it's really basic. We shower. We teach others to shower and get paid on it. That's it. We make an active decision. Instead of me, I went to Target. So instead of going to Target and buying my face wash and my shampoo and my conditioner, I'm making an active decision to shop from my own store. When you get to the first level of management, you actually start getting paid on your own purchases, which is even more magical. I don't know why they do that, but I will take it. And the next thing is we're internet-based. Every single thing is ordered online, and it is sent directly to the person that purchased it. There's no stocking and delivering. We couldn't if we wanted to because our products actually expire within a year or 2 years of being opened. And we teach and train others to do exactly what we're doing. So there are 4 ways to get involved. The first 2 ways are to purchase. There's a client and preferred client. Preferred clients pay a $20 fee to get a full year discount of 20% off of all of their purchases. They have the ability to get up to 50% off of everything that they want within their first month, as well as a free gift with their first 150 retail value purchase. And with every 150 retail value purchase, they get another $10 towards their next purchase on top of their discount. It's like Kohl's Cash. So they're really giving you an opportunity to save a lot of money, and they recognize that you're making a choice to use Arbonne, and they appreciate that. You also get your own ID number. So that means that if you want to log on and put the order in yourself, you can place that order without ever having to talk to anybody, yet it's still attached to the consultant, which on the business side of things, that's a really great way to leverage your time too, because I have so many months where I've had multiple preferred clients order and I never even talked to them, yet it's still attached to me, which is really great. Then the next way is to host. Hosts get up to 80% off of every single thing that they want. And I don't even like to call them parties. Honestly, it is as big or as little as the host wants it. You could have 3 people around your kitchen table. You can have 12 people. It's really up to the host. But the thing is you are going to get pampered. You're going to have a chance to experience the products and let your friends experience the products. And we're going to get in front of a group of people at the same time. You do not have to build this business through events. If you're open to it, you're just going to get in front of that many more people at once. It's really whatever you want to do. And then the last way to get involved is as a consultant. And as a consultant, we get a 35% discount off of everything we purchase. We have the ability to get up to 80% off depending on different deals. We get a 35% commission on all sales direct to us. We get a 15% commission on any preferred clients. And then we have the ability to get a cash bonus at every single management level just for doing what you're doing anyways. Also, because Arbonne feels that we actually create leaders and we empower people to become successful, I'm not successful if I don't help others become successful. Until you start making money, I'm not going to be making money either. So what Arbonne does is once I start helping people become successful, is they pay us an override percentage of what our whole entire team produces. on top of our own commissions. So that's why those income levels are actually possible. So I'm an area manager at this point. I make up to 14% of what my whole entire team produces on top of my regular commissions and then the bonuses that I'm able to earn. Another thing, Arbonne releases an incentive trip every single year. This year, they released their 35th year anniversary trip, which is a 7-day cruise to the Bahamas on the Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas. And it is paid for by Arbonne, and it is just for doing what you're doing. And not only have I earned it for myself, but I've earned it for me and a guest. And that is something that is amazing. And like, I don't have to do anything but go and enjoy it myself. And lastly, this is a community. This is a totally different environment and atmosphere than I think any other company out there. Honestly, I say we're a personal growth company in disguise. This is a gratitude-based business. We repel negative people and we inspire positive people and we grow positive people in this business. This is not a business that you do by yourself. We are 100% a team from the second you are in this business. And we are here to support every single person that comes in this business to the very end. We are all in this together. Whether I have people connected to my business or not, if they ask for help, we're there to help each other. That's just the kind of attitude that we have in this business, and it's amazing. And even then, as I mentioned, everything that we need for training materials, for any kind of plugging in to learn about the products, to learn about personal growth, anything that you can think of is all online at our disposal by Arbonne. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's all already there. And we get gifted jewelry. This is something that one of my amazing consultants made, and she actually, this is a gift. And we get jewelry, we get journals, we get books, we get a ton of different gifts just for doing what we're doing. We feel appreciated. And when you're happy, that's what you're going to attract into your life. So there's 2 questions that I want to leave with before I leave, before I get off. And these are 2 questions that I really want you to think about. The first one is if you continue doing what you're doing right now for the next 5 years, where do you see yourself, especially financially? And then the second question is, if something were to happen to the main source of your income, how long could you last on what you have saved? So these questions were very scary for me. And those were the exact reasons why I knew that if I did not do something different, then nothing was going to change. I saw myself in the environmental remediation field, and I saw myself being stuck there, not enjoying it anymore, probably slowly killing myself because I was around toxic fumes all the time, and nothing was going to be different. This is what I did to make the change in my life and to take control of it. And because of that, I'm able to dream again. Because of that, I know I'm going to have a secure future. I know I'm not going to have to retire with my job. I know I'm going to give my boyfriend options to do whatever he wants with his life. I'm going to be able to help my family out whenever we have any need for anything there. This is something that really gives you that ability. So really think about those questions and think about the possibilities. I want you to really take this information and dream about what this kind of extra income can do to your life and what this kind of environment can do, because the personal growth you experience not only benefits your business, it benefits your life. And for me, there's 2 things. I didn't have any money, which is exactly why I started this business, which is less than a laptop. And I didn't think I had any time. But when you find something that's worth the time, then you will make the time. I'm willing to be out of balance for a couple of years for a lifetime of balance in my future, versus me working for somebody else's fortune and using products for somebody that doesn't care whether or not I get cancer or my family get cancer. So it's really a no-brainer. So thanks again to everybody that took the time to tune in tonight, and really congratulations on listening. If you are a guest of somebody that invited you to listen, feel complimented. Whether this is for you or not, just know we have a choice of who we can bring into this business, and we get to ask for people to be educated about this business. So if this is not for you, that's totally fine. Just know the person that invited this to you really thinks highly of you and knows that this is something that could benefit you. So keep that in your back pocket. And if it is for you, then ask questions. Feel free to reach out to me if you want. I'm on Facebook. And in the meantime, everybody stay warm and safe, and hope you have an amazing evening and the rest of the weekend. Good night.